And a good morning from the North Pennines and a woodland. Now, to be honest, the North Pennines is not normally known for its woodlands, but here I am. So, it'll not be long before the hills start. Let's go.
It is indeed not long before the hills start, giving me gorgeous views across this valley. But where is it? And as I slowly gain altitude, the scenery becomes more variable, and surprises such as this lime kiln pop up. But onwards I go, and as you can tell by the lens on the camera, the weather is changing. And as always, I have no coat. Should I stay, or should I just call it off? Thankfully, I keep on going. And it isn't long until I reach.
And not even an hour in, and my first summit in view. Gray Nag. And finally, after not the easiest of ascents, oh, I am well out of practice, but welcome to Gray Nag. And what a view!
Indeed, what a view. Absolutely amazing. Across the tops of hills for miles around. And all totally alone, deep in the wilderness of the North Pennines. So onwards I trek, leaving behind the summit of Gray Nag.
So I've kept you in suspense long enough. You may be thinking, where's he going? What's he doing? Well, one summit already done, Gray Nag. But what next? Well, as I head west towards somewhere called Tom Smith's Stone, which apparently is an ancient county boundary point. So I'm going to head on up to there, see what's happening up there. And then, after that, head towards a rather infamous piece of the North Pennines as I head towards Black Fell. I don't know what it's going to be like today. It's been okay other days, but there's always a first time. So am I looking forward to it? Maybe. And then from there, heading down through what must be one of the most loveliest named valleys I know. Gorgeous little name. And then hopefully a nice surprise towards the end. We shall see. But for now, as I make my way through this basic swamp, and if you don't believe me, yep, it's been raining a lot up here lately. Time to make my way towards Tom Smith's Stone. Excited? Yes. Let's go. I do seem to be waking up some lost time, because this terrain is not the easiest to hike across. Plus, it's quite a long distance today. It's 10 miles. And with autumn approaching, the light is getting shorter and the wind is definitely chilly. It's about 8.5 degrees at the moment. But, I mean, absolute solitude in there. Not a thing. And if I spin round, the only sign I can see of any form of human activity whatsoever, there's some houses down there, that's towards Gill area, is this fence. I like everything else in the North Pennines, and I'm basically following the fence. But apart from that, I am on my own. Also, I don't know if you can see in the distance there, and the cloud top over there, that's Crossfell. So at the moment, there's not too much cloud up there, which bodes well. But as the day progresses, we shall see.
And by following the fence in this gorgeous scenery, it is indeed not long before I find Tom Smith's stone.
And finally, here I am at Tom Smith's stone, an ancient county boundary stone. So, what can I see from here? Well, first of all, in the background over here, there's Crossfell, and there's my eventual destination, Blackfell. Swinging further around, behind here, down there, is Croggle and Burn, where I wild camped on this ridge just along here. And finally, in the distance right over there, we have Cold Fell. So I'm basically right in the middle of the western side of the North Pennines, and it's amazing. Anyway, onwards to Blackfell. So, what's his reputation about Blackfell and its notoriety? Well, see for yourselves. Yep, it's gaiters time. So, with the gaiters on, it's time to make a start. And for anyone wondering the type of terrain that I'm currently dealing with, well, you can probably see behind me all of this. I'll slow pan round a bit. There we go. And there's no pallets to walk on here. Never mind. I'm actually quite looking forward to it. Let's see how far I go.
Yes, this scenery does throw up a number of challenges, but they are challenges I relish, and I thoroughly enjoy crossing this terrain, with little surprises along the way, such as this tarn right in the middle. It's just a shame that whoever's birthday it was cannot continue to celebrate with the balloon. And again, with this tarn in peat land, the water is completely clear, but onwards I go through this alien landscape.
And welcome to the summit of Blackfell. It's a bit too windy for a tripod at the moment, certainly on this summit, but it's not too bad, it's just a bit gusty. So what have we got? Well, spin round, spin time. Obviously we've got Olsen Moor down there, just down there. Round this side, you've got Crossfell over there in cloud, and round behind me you've got the Lake District. And there's obviously a spin right round. Way off in the distance there, you've got Coldfell and Gray Nag, where I've just come from. So my plan is, I'm now going to come down off the summit a bit and find somewhere to have my dinner or lunch. It's a regional colloquialism there. And then continue on and find out this rather interesting name. Let's go. And for anyone who's wondering what's on the menu today, apart from a fly on the top, apart from the usual well-bruised banana and some mustard sauce crisps, I have got some freshly chopped greenhouse tomatoes. Very nice.
The view is indeed very nice as I enjoy my lunch. And it isn't long before I set off down this valley with gorgeous views in front of me. But as I said, where is it? This secret little place.
As I leave the summit of Blackfell, you're probably thinking, oh, he's going to reach that place with that name he likes. Where is it? Well, it's here. So, welcome to the forest of Gildersdale. What a lovely name. A historian I am not in any way, shape or form, but I have mentioned in the past how there's a lot of waterfalls in this area that have the word force after them, which comes from the Old Norse word foss, meaning waterfall. And it's interesting to note, obviously, Gildersdale, the word Gilder, which my history may be a bit hazy on this, was I believe the currency of the Netherlands before the euro. I'm sure the Danish was the krona and the Netherlands was the guilder. So obviously, Gildersdale. It's all very fascinating.
The history of the name might be fascinating, but what is even more amazing are the views. In this isolated valley, the views are absolutely magnificent. And I'm the only one here to view it today. So as I hike down towards the valley floor, enjoying every view,
and now, as we come towards the end of Gildersdale, it's time to visit somewhere a little interesting.
so where could I be heading next?
And finally, after what must be one of the most difficult places to get to, welcome to Gill Force. And, just so you know, that's my only way out. This may take a while. Gill Force. Yes, it's rugged, beautiful to look at in places, but believe me, it is definitely not the easiest to get to, and it's not high on my list of places to revisit anytime soon. Anyway, onwards and back to the car.
And as I continue my hike along Gildersdale Burn, looking back towards Gildersdale, the views are still amazing, and as I hike along its path, something amazing and interesting pops up. A waterfall.
And here we are at the Pennine Way, which I follow now on my way back to the car. But it's a strange thought to think how many people have walked the Pennine Way and gone across this bridge without actually realising what is up there in Gildersdale.
Yes, this bridge will have been crossed many times by people doing the Pennine Way, and at the same time with no idea of the magnificence of what lies beyond the bridge in Gildersdale.
And that's another hike over with. I feel like I'm a bit out of practice with these. I'm going to have to come up more often, I think. But still enjoyed it. Still found some new sights, some new areas that I've explored. So I have quite enjoyed it. Hope you have as well. Whether you have enjoyed the scenery, the views, or even just the journey, do not forget, everything you've watched, everything you've seen, this is nature.